subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell.
Good morning, friends. How are y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Brandy, and I'm gonna do a what I eat in a day. I feel like that's all I've done here lately. I don't know, but usually I try to get more creative and do like 3 nights of dinners, or I don't know, just something different. But I'm just kind of stuck in a rut, still trying to get my life together after being sick for so long. But I am feeling better, and it is like end of May. I always tell y'all when it is because I film kind of delayed. Like my footage is always usually like a month behind because I like to keep footage. But anyways, I am just making an iced coffee. I already got coffee in there, and I'm actually using, let me show you. That was actually the rest of this cold brew from Target. I actually love it. I love it more than the Starbucks dark roast. It tastes a little darker, which I really enjoy that, but I didn't have quite enough, so I have to get a little more, add Starbucks to it. But I'm definitely going to switch to that one because it's way cheaper than Starbucks. I say way cheaper, it's like $2 cheaper. But today we're having pizza at work, so I'm trying to take that in consideration with my lunch. Obviously I need coffee. I meant with my breakfast. I'm gonna add about 1/4 to 1/3 of this Fairlife 30-gram protein shake. Mix. I'm also gonna top it just with a little bit of fat-free milk. Like I said, this one's stronger. Usually when I add protein shake, I don't add the milk. But since this one's stronger, I haven't added any more milk. Typically I'd add more protein shake, but like I said, I'm trying to keep the calories down. So that's why I didn't add half of the bottle. Oh, I look rough. That's a good combo. If I wasn't hungry, I would skip breakfast, but I am hungry. So I'm gonna have one of these. We got these from Costco because they were on sale. They came to like $1.05 each or something like that. I've already tried it. It's pretty good. Let's see the nutrition. They are 190 calories and 17 grams of protein, and for some reason 5 points, which I don't agree with. But do I ever agree with Weight Watchers points? Hardly. Which is why I'm focused on calories in the Weight Watchers app. I probably should switch to a calorie app, but I'm not ready to make that switch yet because I'm so familiar with the Weight Watchers app. And I do like seeing the points as well, just to gauge, you know, overall healthiness, because I do believe the intent of the points is positive. Which is prioritizing low sugar, low carbs, and low fat, high fiber, high protein, that sort of thing, which overall is a healthy way of eating. Okay, so you just unwrap these. It is 2 egg patties, a cheese, and a sausage. Wrap it in a damp napkin and you heat it. I think it was 90 seconds. I've only done it once. Oh, you heat it 50 seconds, and then you flip it over and heat it another 50 seconds. So my entire breakfast is 6 points, 270 calories, and 31 grams of protein, and 8 carbs. Not bad at all. I'll take it. And I am bringing a banana for a snack. I'm not gonna bring anything else. I got some other fruit at work, and I really just don't wanna eat anything else if I'm eating pizza today for lunch. But I had to film today, or I wanted to film today, because tonight I'm gonna try like a shrimp bowl. And I don't do shrimp bowls. I don't think I've ever made one, and I have like some creativity in my mind. So hopefully it goes well, we'll see. It's not that creative, don't get too excited. So here's what it looks like out of the microwave. Like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like the world's best thing, but for a quick low carb breakfast, semi-high protein for the calories, it works, and the price was good. And I got my protein coffee. And I am going to eat pizza today, and I'm excited about it. I've been doing pretty good on my food. I'll catch y'all up. Hopefully I'll have time today for a little chat because life has been crazy. Not only at work, it's been crazy at work forever if you've been here a while. But my home life now has been like crazy. And my husband's been working nights. That's a good thing for how crazy it's been. But anyhow, I'm going to hit the road, getting there a little early. A couple of my employees, one of them's out for 3 weeks. So I have to do like kind of some of her work. So I got to get busy. But yeah, I'll be back tonight to chat. And my husband's getting ready to go out of town really soon. And I'm excited because we got a new piece of luggage. Yeah, I'll show you all that too. Okay, see you in a bit. Friends, I am having to go out and get my own lunch. So turns out they ran out of pizza, which is shocking. Last time they did this, it's for us to complete the survey and then they give us pizza. Last time they ordered too many pizzas, like way too many that people had to take them home. And so this time they only ordered 5 for a lot of people, which does not make sense. I mean, and last time I want to say they ordered like 25. So I don't know why they cut it to the extreme. But anyway, since I already had my heart on pizza, and Wednesdays at Shalotsky's is BOGO Pizza, and I really like their pizza, that is where I'm headed. So I got 1 Supreme Pizza and 1 California Kitchen Pizza, both on their normal crust. And a friend and I at work shared it, and between the two of us, we only ate 1 pizza, so I ate half of a pizza, and they were delicious, no regrets at all. I'll have to scan it and track it later. Work is over, and I am heading home. I'm so frustrated. I came a little early today. I had a lot to do. Matter of fact, I should go in and look at something on the computer, but I'm not going to. Not going to. No, I'm going to. I need to be a good employee, especially since I'm the manager. Okay, I went back in lab to make sure my instrument was running because I'm doing a test for this new assay change control, and I couldn't remember if I hit start like earlier. So I needed to go make sure it was running, and it was, but sadly the whole run isn't working. So I did something wrong in setup. Oh, that's annoying, and it takes like 6 hours to set up. So I'll be doing it again tomorrow. No, tomorrow's work from home. I'll be doing it again Friday. Time to go fight the traffic, and if you're in DFW, you know what that means in Texas. But I'm eating my banana from this morning. I haven't had anything other than just that breakfast and that pizza. And I will say, even though that pizza is higher calorie, like I think a whole one is like over right at 1,000 calories maybe. Me and a work friend, we got 2 of them because it's BOGO today, and we still have a whole one left. Like, so we ate about half of a pizza each. I haven't tracked it yet, but it's not going to be as bad as I thought if I would have eaten like the Domino's they ordered, I think. I think the way I did it, at least then I know what to track as well because I know what to order, what I ordered. So, okay, but time to go home, and I'm annoyed because it's after 6 o'clock, and I told myself I was going to get off early today. That didn't happen. It's been getting like late and late. This is actually early for me, but I came earlier. Oh, friends, I just got home. Hi, Beebs. The dogs, of course, want to say hi. But my husband is outside mowing. I just sat down for a second to put my lunch in my tracker. And if I ate half of the combination, the Supreme Pizza, it's only 480 calories and 15 points. So that's not bad at all. I was going to track 1/4 of the Supreme Pizza and then 1/4 of the chicken bacon avocado pizza. But in the app, the chicken bacon avocado is in as a flatbread, and I didn't eat it as a flatbread. I got it on normal crust. And so therefore I'd be like, it would be even less calories. So I figured I'd just eat say I ate half of one. So that's not bad at all. I was telling my friend, you know, they do BOGO pizza every Wednesday. And I was saying, I think from now on, like every other Wednesday, that needs to be my at-home dinner because it's under $10 for 2 pizzas and it feeds over 2 people. Like I still have a whole pizza left that I brought home for my husband. So, but anyhow, like I said, he's outside mowing. Traffic was awful. So I need to start dinner here soon. I'm excited about dinner because I have like some creativity in my brain of what I want to make, but it's not going to take long. And he's had a rough week with taking care of the house chores and working night. He has been at home a lot to deal with the contractors or what, and it has not went smoothly at all. And he called me and was frustrated today. So I'm gearing all this up to say he is about to be traveling for work here soon and he needs to pack. So I think I'll get started packing for him just to kind of like ease his load while he's outside in this heat. It is currently 86 outside and he's outside mowing, and I know he started earlier so it was even hotter. But the exciting thing is I have a new suitcase. A company, Level 8, had reached out and asked if I wanted to try a suitcase. They didn't really give me any specifics, just I got to pick like out of a few. And who doesn't want a free suitcase? You know, luggage can be quite expensive, and my husband and I, we do travel a lot. So I'm excited. So let's go take a look and let's start getting him packed up before he comes in so he'll be surprised. So I have taken it out of the box because a friend at work is moving and needed the box, but I have literally not opened it, not even to peek. And I've had it a few days. Doggies, get back. So I'm excited. I do know it's navy. Oh, that has some static. Oh, wow, it's very pretty. Okay, let me get up on the table and look inside because that's the part I'm most excited about. If you're wondering why I'm choosing to take the first look out here versus in the bedroom near the closet where we would be packing, that's because my AC in there is still out. Luckily, the rest of my house is cold. If I go to the bedroom before packing, I will like die of heat. So, zipper feels good. Let me show you the inside. So this is what I really liked about it, is because typically with your luggage, only one side has a zipper cover and then the other one just has this, and I haven't opened it. Oh, it's push button. Okay. So there you go. So you still have the cross. Oh, I like how that, you know how most of them like bend inside? This one's actual push button that can be tightened, so that's cool. It still has the zipper, and I like that. I have never seen one with that and a zipper, so that's really interesting. So that's one side, and then on the other side, it has, you know, dual pouches. Take these out, he doesn't want those. Very, very nice. It feels nice too. And then just, oh, they both, I didn't know both sides were gonna have that. I actually like that because when we travel together and we try to use only one luggage, we always are trying to figure out who's gonna put what on what side. So that makes it really, really nice. So I'm really excited to go pack him up. I just wanna highlight a couple features of this luggage and what makes it more unique. So this particular one I chose is called the Luminous Textured Navy. I went with 24-inch because we already have 2 carry-ons and we have 1 large and 1 medium, but a lot of times I think we need 2 mediums when we're traveling together. So we went ahead and got the 24-inch. But my main, when I was trying to decide between my options, there was another medium one as well, but this one was like 3.5 pounds lighter. And if you travel a lot, you know bag weight is a big kicker. This one's only 7.7 pounds, whereas the other one we have is 10. And some of them are up to 12 pounds. And if you can only have a 40 or 50 pound bag, saving those 3 to 4 pounds really comes in handy. Another thing I've noticed besides the inside I already showed you is the TSA approved locks and zippers. I have never had a suitcase with that TSA approved lock built in. So I'm gonna have to read up on that and figure out how that works, but I love that. And then last but not least, they do offer free shipping. In addition, it has a lifetime warranty. If you like it and need some luggage, they did offer us a 10% off discount code. You can use the initials of my channel, APLWB10, to save 10% off. And that stands for a plan life with B. So APLWB10, and the link to this one will be in the description as well. Very, very nice. Lifetime guarantee. What can go wrong, you know? So let's go get him packed up before he gets inside. But I gotta do it quick because that bedroom is like really, really hot with no AC. The AC person was supposed to come today. Let me turn on the light. Yeah, the AC person was supposed to come today and repair it, and they got in a car accident. So they're trying to send someone else tomorrow. So if you're wondering why my sheets are missing off my bed and everything, that is why, because we took our light comforter into our guest room because that's on a different AC. I know, first world problems, I'm aware. This dog loves suitcases, so the minute I undo it, he's gonna try to get in it. My husband's particular about his bath stuff, but not his clothes. So I'm gonna leave the dual compartments this side open for him, and I'm just gonna work on the clothes because he's only going like on a very quick little trip, and you know, I know what he needs. So let's get pajamas and some pants and some shorts. He's a very simple man. Let's not forget his socks. Oh, he may want these over here. He can do with that. Let me show you his sock drawer. This man doesn't organize anything in our house, but look how organized his sock drawer is. And the other day he told me he needed cream socks because he said these were too white for brown shorts. And you know what I told him? He's not a GQ model. I couldn't even believe he brought that up. I was shocked. Let's see. I know what shoes he wants. He always takes his slides for hotel room. And then he really, really likes these blue Vans. Slides and blue Vans. I'm sure he's going to add more to it. But for demo purposes, I want to go ahead and zip it. Well, I know he will. He has to add his bathroom bag. But he can never add his bathroom bag till the morning he's leaving. Because some stuff he doesn't have duplicates. I always tell him he needs to buy duplicates. So that way he can pack his bathroom bag. But he can't. Very smooth zipper. I see. Don't you love how it has the buckle and the zipper? Anyways. You do want to make sure you zip it and put the zipper on top. Because that is where the TSA lock is. I'm not going to lock it yet because I don't know how to unlock it for sure. Like I haven't set a code. And he would be so annoyed if I locked in his stuff. Okay. I'm so proud of myself. My camera stopped working. Told me my disk was full, which it wasn't. And usually when that happens, I have to reformat it. And I'm not that good at stuff like that. And so usually I have my husband do it for me. But since he's mowing, I did it. And it was successful. So I feel like that's a win. He's still mowing, but he looks like he's getting closer to being done. So I'm going to go ahead and start the prep. I can't even remember if I told y'all what we were having. But we were having a bowl. I have bowls a lot. That's why I said that. But we're having like a shrimp and crab bowl. It sounded like I said bowl. And I'm so excited. So I'm going to start with a slaw. That's the thing I can get going first to get that like marinating and whatnot. I really want to keep this dust bag for some reason, but I'm never going to put my luggage back in here. But I was thinking like this could be like a Christmas, like if you have an awkward Christmas gift, you know, like put it in here like a Santa bag, except it's not red, but put a bow on it. I think I'm going to save it. I feel like it would come in handy. Or am I just being too cheap and frugal? I don't know. But I did want to say about that suitcase, and I don't know if I mentioned it. There are other sizes and colors too. That's just the size and color I picked. Let's get to cooking. My slaw I'm making tonight is only going to be for 2 servings. We do like a lot, and this is going to be a big portion of the bowl. So I'm going to add quite a bit of this bag. The bag is 16 ounces, and I've already used a little. So I'm probably adding at least 8 ounces. Then we do like our slaw spicy. So I just have a jalapeno that I'm going to thin shave directly in here. I don't know if I'll use all of it. We shall see. Okay, I think that is probably plenty of jalapeno for what we need. I also like red onion. And since I have my little chopper already out, I'm gonna do the same for some onion. Not as much as the jalapeno though. And I also have some sweet peppers. Gonna add them as well. Just a few. Might as well keep with the chopper. These hardly have any seeds in them, so it'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna call it done with this chopper. But I do feel like I wasted quite a bit of the peppers, so I'm just gonna dice them up as well. I couldn't get my chopper to work as well as I wanted it to. Or my mandolin, I should say. Okay, just give the onions a little dice too, just like once across, because those are big pieces. And my husband, he doesn't hate onion, but he doesn't love it as much as me. So even though it's thin, I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little smaller for him. He won't mind about the pepper size. He likes the peppers more than the onions. Okay, and I have some green onions I'm also gonna add to it. Maybe just 2. But I'm gonna go ahead and chop the rest up just so I have them later in the week. I feel like they store better like that. So far, all this is 0 points, which we love. I'm gonna season this with salt and pepper very generously. In another small bowl, I'm gonna make my dressing. And I always just do this with love, except I will weigh my mayonnaise. But as far as how much vinegar and everything, who knows? I just do it till it tastes right. So mayonnaise, I'm gonna try to only use 2 tablespoons, which I think will be more than enough. So 15 grams is a serving, so I'm gonna try to only do like, that's 1 serving. I'm gonna try to get away with 1 serving. And then I'm gonna do some apple cider vinegar. You can use any vinegar. Fresh lemon juice works really well too. I just don't have it. And then for a little surprise, I like to use pineapple juice. And this is just pineapple, like natural, no additive sugar or anything like that. So about equal parts vinegar to pineapple. Whisk all this together. I'm gonna need more mayonnaise. It's too loose for my liking. So I'm gonna do 15 more grams of mayonnaise. And I don't care what this looks like. That's where we're stopping. Ooh, I could have added cottage cheese to bulk it up, but too late. Okay, I think this will be plenty to season my coleslaw. And I am going to steal a few pineapples as well and get those chunked up. They're already diced, but I'm gonna just cut them in half for a little bit smaller dice. I usually buy the tidbits, but I couldn't find them on my online order. So just a little bit extra work for me. And not too many, because you don't want it too sweet. This is gonna be hard to count calories for, not points, because everything's 0 except the mayonnaise, but calories, that's another story. Huh, my husband's not gonna like that. He's more particular about counting than I am. Okay, oh well, he should cook if he cares. Okay, so that many, whatever that is. I'll tell him he can watch my video if he wants to figure it out. Look how pretty it is, already without stirring. It just has so much color, and I was trying to figure out the best way to stir it without making a mess, and I went with a spatula. I was like, tongs, a spoon, a spatula, I couldn't decide. The longer this sits, the better it will get too. I commonly put jalapeno and pineapple in my coleslaw. Now the peppers and the shaved onions, that's all new. I thought the pineapple would really go really well with shrimp because, you know, you have like coconut fried shrimp and stuff, and I think it's like a little sweet. But anyways, this mixing is not going the best, but it's not going the worst. Cover this and put it in the refrigerator. The only other 3 things I need to do is cut up a cucumber, an avocado, and I was gonna add lettuce to the bowl, but honestly, I don't think I will now. It seems weird. I'm not gonna add lettuce. This is not going into the bowl, but look how pretty my zucchini is. I grew this. Anyhow, back, whoop, knocked my cup over. Back to the task at hand. When I have the big English cucumbers, I like to cut pretty much like 50% of the outside off, and that's because it just eats a little tough to me. So, but I like the nutrition from it, so I leave like half. I don't know. When I grew up, when I was little, I used to think that was fancy, but I never knew there was maybe a point to it. I don't know if they were trying to be fancy in restaurants or kind of like me because it's too tough, but anyhow, I do it now. So I'm gonna eat some of this just for snacking later in the week, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of it up for the bowl as a topping. Yeah, so we're gonna have hush puppy. I hate when the pit's that big. I feel like I got ripped off. Does anyone know, is it a certain variety of avocado that's like that? Like, why is that pith so big in some of them? And I have stopped using a spoon and just peel my avocados nowadays. You can only do that if it's like a really good one. But yeah, we're gonna have mini crab cakes, hush puppies, and shrimp in the bowl, which that's where mainly all the calories are gonna come from. So I'm gonna have to figure out that. And I also am doing a little bit of rice. This is already cooked from a couple days ago. I'm gonna do a little bit of rice in the bottom of the bowls. I need to measure it and see how much this is. So these are the mini crab cakes I'm gonna have. They're from Costco, of course. They were on sale a while back. They're pretty good. We've only ever had them one other time. And 6 cakes is 220 calories, which is way better than the shrimp. So we actually may eat more crab than shrimp. But look how cute and little they are. They're about the size of a hush puppy, to be honest. There's a hush puppy, there's a little crab cake. I'm not sure how many we want to do. I'm gonna weigh my shrimp and see what, if I did a full serving of shrimp, what it would be compared to these. I should have paid attention. I thought I was gonna cook the hush puppies in the air fryer, but there's not instructions for air fryer. It's in the oven, and they cook for 14 to 16 minutes, and my oven's not even hot. But a serving is 150 calories for 3 and 6 points. I'm not gonna do that many, they're 2 points each. I'm just gonna do 2 per bowl, just for a little something extra. And so I'm gonna cook 4. But I think I'll be okay with time because my husband's still weed eating, you probably can hear it. And I know he's gonna wanna shower before dinner. So I think I may actually try to take the dogs for a walk before dinner. I mean, it's already like almost 8 and I'm starving. But I really don't want to eat without him tonight. Some nights I would, but I know he's worked really hard today and he's had a rough day. So I want to at least wait for him to eat, especially because the meals, I feel like it's going to be pretty good. I don't want him to have to eat it cold. Oh my goodness, friends. I've just been talking to y'all and it wasn't recording. Okay, these are the shrimp I'm using. They're from Costco. They're pretty good. They're a little more breaded than I like this shrimp, and that comes with a price. It is 390 calories for 4 ounces, but that includes this sauce, which we're definitely not going to use. We never used it so far. So, but sadly, I don't know how to subtract it. But 4 shrimp is 4 ounces, and I think I wanted, or 3 ounces. I think I'm going to do that because if I put a full serving, it is just too many calories. If I only eat 3 ounces, then it's only 277 calories. Let me see. This is going to be a higher calorie dinner, but yeah, so I'm at 812 calories. That's way too much. I need to see what I can do to save some calories, friends. Okay, I'm thinking what we may do is 4 shrimp and 4 crab cakes. That seems like that should be enough, right? Okay, that gets it at 740 calories, which I'm okay with. For today, not every day. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these. We're gonna cook these in the air fryer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull them out. My husband may want more because I know he's worked out today as well as mowing. So I'm gonna give him an extra shrimp. Sorry if that was confusing. I honestly didn't think this dinner would be that. I forgot how high the shrimp were. And we've had those shrimp for a while. And that's because we don't eat them because it is so high calorie. Honestly, like things like that, when I buy it in the grocery store, it's impulse. I was probably hungry, craving fried shrimp. But I don't tend to eat it once I get it. So I really need to stop doing that. But anyhow, I'll finally eat it at some point. And I could have just put it on a salad or something like that. And maybe looking back, I probably didn't need the rice, but the rice is already in the bowls. I'm not going to worry about it. So, but these 2, both from Costco, pretty darn good. Both bought on sale. If you've been here a hot minute, you know that's how I shop Costco. So I am going to go ahead and try to walk the dogs. I don't have enough time to do our full loop because I need to start the air fryer once the oven gets a certain like time in, you know. So instead, I'm going to take the dogs for a walk individually just around the little block. So I won't get that much walk, but they'll still get a little. you know, you do what you can when you can. It's already 8 o'clock, trying to do dinner, trying to walk them because my goal is 3 times a week. I know that's not much, but they get other playtime. Don't worry about them. They're very well loved in this household. But that's how I can get it done today, so that is what we're gonna do. I am such a moron. I came home halfway through walking 1, started the air fryer, just got home from the second walk. I didn't put anything in the air fryer. I totally forgot I put it in the freezer on a plate. Such an idiot. But luckily my husband's still showering, so we're good. So I end up getting just a 25-minute walk-in. It's much more pleasant when I take them individually. Because individually they do better, like without pulling than together. I didn't even take my phone with me. I like forgot everything. But I do need to check on the hush puppies because they've been going the entire time. Oh yeah, they're done. They got some color, so let me pull those out. This is way later than I like to eat. It's gonna be like, it's already 8:25. We're probably not gonna eat till 8:45. That's not good. Slaw has been sitting. I just pulled it out and stirred it. And friends, I tried about, it's by far the best slaw I've ever made. I don't know why, it's really, really good. Let's build bowls, finally. I have, this is like 85 grams of rice, so not much at all. I don't, honestly, if you didn't have rice, you wouldn't even need it. And if I didn't have it already cooked, I probably wouldn't have used it. But I'm gonna put half the slaw. And I don't, sometimes, a lot of times when I do bowls, I kind of try to keep everything separate. I'm not trying to do that today at all because I want it to eat like layered. I am trying to make sure I got enough of everything everywhere. I'll even drizzle, probably once I do the other one, I'll like drizzle some of the juice. Gonna put cucumber. Honestly, I don't even know if you need the cucumber either. Okay, the slaw I'm gonna do on top. Everything else I'm gonna kind of separate so we can see it. I know, I'm weird. Okay, got the, how many did I say we're each eating? 4 crab cakes, I think, right? 4 crab cakes. These are hush puppies, 2 hush puppies, which got a little overdone when I was walking the dogs. Gotta go grab the rest of the shrimp. Or grab the shrimp. We're gonna say this is my husband's bowl because I went heavy on the jalapeno. So then he gets the extra shrimp. And then we're also gonna add avocado to the bowl. Doesn't that look yummy? I'll do the same thing for the next one. Okay, I built my bowl slightly different. I put the avocado in the middle and the fruit, or the, not fruit, the fish all on the outside. But we didn't eat all the avocado. I figured that's just too much. I shouldn't even have like cut it up that much. But let's go through, I think I already told you the calories. 739 calories. That seems like a lot to me, but it's the fish. It's the shrimp and the crab cakes just because they're a convenience item. You could definitely, if you did this with like grilled fish or non-breaded shrimp, this would be so low calorie because the rice on the bottom is only 86 grams. So it's only like 100 calories of rice, hardly any avocado, hardly any, you know, the slaw's only like very, very low points in calories. But let's see, how much protein is this bowl? I bet it's quite a bit. Only 20 grams of protein. That's kind of sad, but that's okay. It is what it is. You ready for the points? It's 25 points. And that is because those these shrimp, 4 shrimps are costing me 12 points. That's silly, right? But they are highly breaded with coconut. So that's that as well. But we're gonna go sit down, 8:41, and eat this. 1 piece of Hershey's bar. I have no idea how many calories or points. I probably won't worry about tracking it. Okay, I did go ahead and track that little bite of Hershey's. I said it was 1/8 of the bar. I don't really know how many squares there are, but that's kind of as little as I could go on the bar. I didn't weigh it, so I don't know how much grams it is. Sorry for the noise in the background. It's the stars are on and it's very loud. But anyway, I am ending the day with 1,607 calories. That's pretty good considering how high calorie my dinner was. I feel like lunch is a little bit under, like calorie wise, although I'm pulling it from Schlotsky's. I just feel like that eating half a pizza was more than 480 calories, but I guess I really can't tell them they're lying. And then my protein for the day is super low for me. It's only 70 grams. Usually I'm really close to 100, even without really trying. And my points is funny. It's 48 points. But like I said, I'm really tracking calories, not points. And I try to keep my calories during the week around, my goal is about 1,700 or less during the week. So I'm hitting that. But here lately, I've been hitting more like 1,550. And I was enjoying that because I'm seeing some progress. But it is what it is. Dinner was spectacular. That slaw was 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. So good night, friends. See y'all next time. And don't forget, if you want luggage, need luggage, want to check it out, use my code. Everything will be linked in the description. It was APLWB 10, right? A Plan Life with Brandy. I don't know. I can't remember. It'll be linked in on the screen. See if I get the acronym right. Bye. Don't let me forget to take my picture.
Don't forget to take your picture.
You want to be in a photo?
No, thank you.
You look pretty.
I'm not presentable.
Look at my hair. I'm never presentable.